Right, yes. So we were talking about packaging and labeling. මට පොඩ්ඩක් කියන්න පුළුවන්ද ඒ part එකේදී factors to be considered in planning a package? Did we complete that not? Yes, no? No. I think we only completed up to that 3 boxes, right? Which is for primary package, secondary and transport package. Is that so? Yes, all good. So let's complete it and then we'll come back to today's session. So today's we'll be talking about the labeling and also the factors included in the label. But we'll learn some more other things, and plus we'll be going to the pricing today. We'll be starting pricing, which is the second the element of the marketing mix out of the 4 pieces, right? So let's move to that. Right. So guys, what I feel is I don't think the provided space is enough here. So what we can do, you can take an extra piece of paper and then you can attach here, or else you can use somewhere else where you think that or maybe that you might think of. Okay, let's see. I think you might be able. Okay, the first one, right? In our package, the nature of the product. Nature of the product. Right? In our product in a liquid form again, right? In our suitable whether it's a solid or liquid, whether it's perishable, right? Shall we write our first one, please? Nature of the product, then examples, right? Examples. Whether it's breakable, whether it's solid or liquid, whether it's perishable. So I'm referring to page number 17. Facts to be considered in planning a package. Right? In our package consider කරන්න කලින් package එක design කරන්න කලින් මුලින්ම බලන්න ඕනේ තමයි the nature of the product. Product එක මොන වගේද කියන එක. Right? breakable නම් අපි දන්නා නේද? Siliform වගේ දේවල් දැන් ගොඩක් බලන්න TV එකක් electronic equipment, right? So they're very careful, especially something with glasses, with a screen, right? Whether it's breakable, and whether it's solid or liquid, whether it's the perishable, right? And the other thing, the benefits, it's better to write in the same line, right? It's better to write in the same line, guys. So it's better to write in the same line. So otherwise you can maintain a separate place, right? Take extra piece of paper and you can attach, but make sure you attach, right? So make sure you have to attach it, please. And also the benefits to the product from the package. You are receiving protection, right? First and foremost, you have to think about the protection. That's the main thing. And also the easy to identify, especially. That's why nowadays it's as a marketing tool and providing information about the product. And also give an attractive look as well. So you have to think about those factors. And the technological eligibility, whether it's healthy and safety, whether chemicals are included. Guys, you know what? When it comes to the plastic bottles, you know the SL is compulsory. Actually, the SL is for the water bottle, right? Not for water, right? For water, you have to take a separate registration from the Ministry of Health, right? For the bottle, you have to take a SLS certification, the plastic that you are using. So it's healthy and safe. You have to think about that. Right, shall we move to our next criteria? Right, let's move the rest of the criteria. So why don't you think about the features of the package? Right, the length, the width, and the weight, and also the design of the product. Convenience to the trader, because trader is the person who is finally handling this in order to store, in order to move, in order to transport, in order to showcase it, right? Putting to the racks and the showcases, right? And convenience and the usefulness to the customer. To select, to take away, or use for other users. Sometimes we do, right? For like Criscotics for other users, right after the usefulness to the consumer. And also the environment friendliness, especially recycle. We talk about the concept like the 4R concept, right? Ability to recycle it, or it's disposable, like use of papers instead of polythene. And why don't we think about the cost, right? Cost for the package. Then cost for the package එක product එකට cost වෙන බැහැ නේද? So like guys, now think about the cost as well. The meaning of showcase is that just to show, right? You know the showcases. කඩල්ල තියෙන showcases දන්නා නේද? Showcases, guys. Easy to show, right? Easy to display කියලා දාගන්න. Easy to display, right? This is what we know as a showcase, right? So easy to showcase and easy to display. Yes, did I share the marketing past paper to you? I think answer is no, right? I'll make the arrangements tomorrow. Yes, can we please quickly complete this so then we can move to labeling and then we can start new part today, which is pricing. Right? Shall I give you like another 1 minute? Well done, guys. Shall I move to labeling? Right, so there are only two things that you need to know when it comes to labeling, right? Label එකක් කියන්නේ මොකක්ද සහ label එකක include වෙන්න ඕන දේවල් මොනවද කියලා. Right? මම ළඟ තියෙන label එකක් bottle එකකින් ගලවගත්ත එකක්. Right? මම හිතන්නේ අර මේ grade 7 or 8 එම කරන්නේ label ගලවගෙන ඇවිල්ලා මොන හරි ලියන්න කියලා තිබුණානේ subject එක. අර before science පටන් ගන්න කලින් තියෙන subject එකක් environment කියලා environment studies මම හිතන්නේ ඒ වගේ lesson එකක්. I remember I did that, right? label ගලවගෙන මොනවද ඒකේ තියෙන්නේ. ඒ වගේ එකක් තමයි මෙතනත් වෙන්නේ. Labeling, right? So label is a whatever the required information. It's also part of the package. Part of the package. So what are things, guys, you can see in a label? Right? මොනවද label එකේ අනිවාර්යෙන්ම producers details තියෙනවා. Producers details. දැන් මේක අතොත් aqua pearl. Right? Aqua pearl drinking water. Producers name and the details, not just the name, all other details should be there. Right? And also make sure that the ingredients, the water bottle ingredients it includes water, right? All the ingredients. And also if there's any registration number, especially if you are a water bottle manufacturer, you need to make sure that you get registered from the Ministry of Health. That or පුළුවන් Ministry of Health website එකට ගිහිල්ලා ඒකෙන් බලන්න registered water suppliers ලා, right? Registration numbers මේ වගේ දේවල් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. And also we cannot forget about standards, right? or පේන ISO, HACCP, GMP මේ වගේ දේවල් තියෙනවා. So all the standards ඒ වගේ දෙයක් අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම label එකේ mention කරන්න පුළුවන්. So why don't we think about the price? Yes, price and the quantity, especially mega liters, the milliliters, the kilos, the right in a kg, gram, milliliter, liter, right? Maybe there mention menna pula. And also, if there's any special advices or special things that they want to focus, right? Especially like special instructions that keep reach out of children for external use only. That make it store in a clean, cool, dry place. Yes, can you please explain it to me? Right. So they're saying store in a clean, cool, dry place. What is that? Store in a clean and cool. Clean, cool ගන්න පුළුවන්. That cool වෙද්දි dry නෑ නේද? No, I'm serious, right? Store in a clean, cool, dry place. Is that possible? Clean, cool, and dry place. Cool and dry? Okay, whatever. So, and also stay away from direct sunlight, right? And also do not accept if the seal is broken. Okay? Special instructions keep up right? ඒ වගේම දැන් අලුතෙන් එන එක නම් මොනාරි barcode එකක් QR code එකක් තියෙන්න පුළුවන් නේද? barcode එකක් QR code එකක් තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් ඔයගේ factors කීපයක් තමයි label එකේ එන්නේ. නේද? මොකක්ද label එක කියලා දැනගන්න අවශ්‍යයි. සහ label එකේ තියෙන factors. ඉතින් ඒක පොඩක් මොනාරි biscuit packet එකක් මතක් කරගත්තාම මට ලියන්න පුළුවන්. right? හරි ඉතින් ඒකත් එක්ක අපේ product එක ඉවරයි. product කියන variable එක ගැන කතා කළා. right? මොනවද කතා කළේ product ගැන පොඩි summary එකක් කතා කරමු. මම මේ note එකට එන්නම්. note එක දෙන්නම්. right? product එකේ තමයි content එක වැඩිපුරම තිබුණේ. බලන්න මේ ගැන ඔයාලට අවබෝධයක් තියනවද කියලා. right? හරි. දැන් product එකේ දේවල් mix කරගන්න එපා. right. So marketing mix වලින් පස්සේ අපි ආවා product එකට. ඒකේ මුලින්ම කරා product classification. මම මේක මකන්නම්. මම මේක note එක දෙන්නම් වෙනම. right. So let's double check whether you are familiar with these concepts. Number one, right? The correct product classification. Correct product classification. This is not actually a new part, which you have discussed in lesson number 1 as well, right? Product take a good service, so good, right? Based on the consumption, based on the durability. So regarding so many criteria, we classified. And then the product extended version. When order make short note that the product classification, then product extension, the extended version. Extended version of product. Apart from goods and services, ideas, events, experience, people, so those stuff also we can consider. If you remember a place like BMICH, a place like Sigiriya, you cannot purchase Sigiri. And also Sigiri is not providing a service, but still a place which would fulfill human needs and wants. Even Bill ago more than 1,400 years ago still brings up foreign exchange to the country. Not like Nelum Kuluna, right? Nelum Kuluna, more than 100 million. I saw a nice post. Nelum Kuluneng Hadanapla, fully complete universities, dekak, hospitals, hatarak. There were so many lists, right? Lists good up there. Extended version ගැන කතා කරා. Right? හරි. So then product mix මේ බලන්න. marketing mix එක ඇතුලේ තමයි product එකේ තියෙන product එක ඇතුලේ තව mix එකක් තියෙනවා. product mix. දැන් සමහර students ලා marketing mix ඇව්වම product mix දිනා product mix ඇව්වම marketing mix. ඒ නිසා ඔක්කොම mix කරගන්න එපා. product mix එක. මතකද product mix එක? මොනවද කතා කරේ product mix එක යටතේ? right? Width, length, depth, and the consistency, right? අපි බලමු මොනවද product mix එක කියන්නේ company එකක් the range of products they offer to the market, right? හරි. What is then the product level, the consumer value hierarchy. Consumer level hierarchy නැත්නම් product level නැත්නම් අපි කියනවා consumer value hierarchy. ඔයාලට මතකයිද මේක start කරේ core benefit or a generic product, standard product, right? මේ විදිහට අපි කීටක් කතා කරා. Augmented product, so which is and also the possibility, right? Future product එකක් ගැන. එහෙනම් මේ ඔක්කොම කතා කරේ කොහොමද one by one how do you add value to a product. It's not always the basic product what you expect, right? Because as the time pass, customers expect a more quality product. Right? The core benefit, generic product, expected, augmented, and potential. And then another important area, product life cycle. Product life cycle. Right? Starting from the product development, introduction, growth, maturity, decline, different characteristics in each and every the product life cycle stage and different marketing approaches. And also do not forget the graph that we discussed, right? And then what about guys, the next one we came to the branding. Yes, the balance product mix again. Marketing mix again, product කියන එක නේ, the product කියන එක මම ගන්න. So out of 4 pieces what we discussed under product. So number 6, we talk about branding, guys. Can you remember 4 types of brandings that we discussed? Family branding, family first, right? Family branding. Private branding, individual branding, and national branding. Right? 4 types of brands that we discussed. තවත් එකක් මම මේක ආයිමත් කියනවා. Lot of students still think and still assumes that branding comes under promotion. It's incorrect. It's incorrect. ඒත් එක මේක intellectual property එකක් මතක තියාගන්න. Intellectual Property Act number 36 of 2003. 2003 අංක 36 බුද්ධිමය දේපල පනතා බුද්ධිමය දේපලක් එක. ඊට පස්සේ තමයි packaging and labeling. Right? මේ දෙකම ටිකක් එකට යන්නේ. Packaging and labeling. We just completed that part, but I'll give you the note. Right, guys, බලන්න එනම් මේකවත් දාගන්න පුළුවන් snapshot එකක් විදියට product එක ගැන ඔයා මේ ඔක්කොම දන්නවද කියන එක. Right? මේ ඔක්කොම product. 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 Can we please have this? Everything you need to know about the product. Everything you need to know about the product. Out of the 4 pieces, product, මට මාකටිං ලෙසන් එකේම 40% විතර මෙතන රිප්‍රසන්ට් වෙනවා. මාකටිං ලෙසන් එකේ 40% විතර මෙතන රිප්‍රසන්ට් වෙනවා. මේ ටොපික්ස් එක දැනගත්තත් මාකටිං වල ලොකු ප්‍රමාණයක් ස්කෝර් කරන්න පුළුවන්. Right guys, all good. Shall we complete the labeling note and we'll come to pricing quickly? Right. Hope you're done. Page number 18, labeling. Creating a label and the process relevant to it. Show the information needed to use the product is referred as a labeling, and the label is the one that is used as a part of the package to mention the details about the product, how to use, ingredients, right? All related information. And let's move to the facts to be included in the label. So what you need to make sure that you include information regarding the production, the producer, the country of the produce, sometimes made in China, made in Sri Lanka, made in India. If there's any registered number, name or the brand of the product, and the price, ingredients, manufacture date, expiry date, instruction to store, special instructions sometimes, cautions, warning, logos, and standards. And we can add something called like barcodes, QR codes. And sometimes maybe social media profiles and the followers on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn. Customer hotline, complaint. Right, guys, all done. Shall we move to our next important area, pricing? Right, guys, all good? Shall we move? Right. So there are three things that you need to know when it comes to pricing. Right? Pricing වලදී ඔය දේවල් තුනක් දැනගන්න අවශ්‍යයි. එකක් තමයි what is price? Right? What is price? What is pricing? Right? What is pricing again? Objectives of pricing and the factors be considered when you come up with the correct price. Pricing is really important. Then what is marketing? Marketing like a promotion, campaign, sponsorship, event organize. So there's something beyond that, right? So why the pricing important is that out of the 4 pieces, pricing is the only variable which brings an income, right, to the company. And the cost. Product brings the cost, production cost, not the cost of sales. If you're a manufacturing company, product cost, labeling, branding, cost. Place, distribution, warehouse, supply chain, promotion, obviously advertising, promotion, sponsorships, all cost elements. And pricing brings you the income. And pricing will decide the correct figure for the sales, right? Now, you guys can assume or try to imagine an income statement. May sales figure decide decides. So basically there will be cost of sales. We'll be adding there will be few, right? Additional income. And then all other expenses, right? Admin, even the accountants, HR depend on this figure. Then distribution and financial expenses. So mainly I took these one, right? So the marketing team can bring a good figure to the sales. But it's not just their sole effort. but they are primarily focusing on increasing the sales. So if they bring a good figure to this, then you will end up with a good figure for this as well, which is your net profit, right? So the pricing is really important. It's the main source, it's the only source which brings an income out of these four pieces. I talk about cost, spending. Right. What is price? මොකක්ද එනම් price එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ. අපිට simply කියන්න පුළුවන් නේද? After the exchange system, barter system එකේ ආයිත් වුණාට පස්සේ the monetary value that you agree to pay for a good or service සරලව good එකක් හෝ service එකක් exchange කරන්න පුළුවන් කැමති amount එක. Right? We can simply say. But if we broadly explain the concept, we can say that the customer value, right? The customer need to make sure that they get the value for the amount they paid for a good or service, then they're satisfied, and they try to exchange that into a trader, right? So that's a broad concept. And there are some objectives of pricing and factors to be considered when you pricing. Right? Demand, computers, cost taker, inflation, obviously, these things. Right, අපි just definition එකක් ලියාගෙන second part එකට එමු, objectives of pricing. We'll come to that part and we'll discuss. So please come to page number 19, and I have provided an additional note as well regarding pricing. I'll come to that part as well, but just we write two definitions. One is a simple one and other one is kind of a broad definition. Right after we discuss the objectives of pricing. Objectives of pricing. Yes, manage your space. You have to write all 5 points. The amount of money charged from a customer for a particular good or service is simply known as a price. Here's a broad definition: the value agreed to exchange for the benefits and the satisfaction. Either you are receiving a benefit or a satisfaction. Now, if you consult the doctor, that's not for a satisfaction purpose, that's for a benefit, a health benefit. Right? So you go and you book tickets for a show or an event or a live performance artist singer, kind of thing. So that's not for a benefit, that's for satisfaction. So it could be a benefit or satisfaction enjoyed by the consumer through consuming or receiving good or service can be broadly known as a price. And remember, guys, this price called in many names. Sometimes we say rent, right? Tax, interest, a premium. When it comes to insurance, we say premium, and salary that you are paying for your employees. They try to exchange their resource. What else? Sometimes we say the payments that you are making, right? We refer as class fees or tuition fees, right? Fee. We don't say class price, but that also can be used, but we say class fee. So you can see, right? Or a subscription fee, right? Sometimes when you want to subscribe for a e-magazine or something like that, right? Subscriptions. So different names, right? Based on the service. Sometimes we say a bus fare, bus price, bus fare, right? Shall we add those, please? So different names that we use. And the main factor considered consumer pricing, the main factor considered by the consumer in purchase the price. ගොඩක් වෙලාවට අපි සාමාන්‍ය price එක බලන්නේ හැම good and service එකේ. So that basically you check the price, right? Sometimes we ask the price, make it. And the marketing variable other than price represents the cost of the firm, and the price is the only variable generating revenue. Right, guys, all good. Shall I move to the pricing objectives? Do you want more time? So what are the key points? Two definitions for pricing and different names that's been called for the price. And it says it's the only revenue generating factor, right? So those are the key summaries. Right, let's move to the pricing objectives. The first one completed, what is price? Right, objectives of pricing. Now, as per your syllabus, the first one says survival in the market. Market survival. අපි ගැන කතා කරා lesson number 1 එකේ නේද? Organisation එක, business එක, objectives මුලින්ම ලොකු වැඩ කරන්න නෙමෙයි. ලොකු profits earn කරන්න නෙමෙයි. Survive වෙන්න, රඳා පවතින්න. Survival in the market. Survival is a good point. Right? Survival කියන එක හරිම critical point එකක් business එකට. මුලින්ම රැඳිලා ඉන්න අවශ්‍යයි. තමයි අපි කියන්නේ break even එක කියලා. Break even. So you try to charge a price at least that you can cover up your expenses. ඒ හොඳටම ඇති. Right? No need of profits. Profits උත් නැහැ, loss උත් නැහැ. But remember, සාමාන්‍ය මෙතනින් තමයි start එක. හැබැයි මේකට මම දන්නේ ලංකාවේ විතරද කියලා examples තියෙන. මෙතනින් ටත් අඩු being price කරන organizations තියෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ loss making. Right? None of the companies will do that. Right? Survival can at least you can cover up your cost. Right? ඊටත් වඩා කලින් එකක් කියන්නේ ඔයගේ cost එක වැඩි. For example, හිතන්න දැන් මේ markup pen එක එකේ cost එක 100යි charge කරනවත් 100යි. So survival. හිතන්න markup pen එකේ cost එක 100යි විකුණනවා 80ට. What happened, guys? What happened? Every markup pen you sell, you will end up with 20 loss making. But there are some organizations in Sri Lanka, they are practicing this, right? Not private sector, government sector organization, right? CPETCO, CEB, Ceylon Electricity Board. I think the water board also the same, and also Sri Lanka Railway. Now let me show you some prices. So this is extracted from one of the news sites. But we know, right, what happened if we further increased. People will have to sacrifice a lot. Now this is current fuel prices, right? You can see the petrol 92 octane. The current price 338 rupees liter. But this is as per the PM statement, right? 84.38 a loss per 1 liter. So this is what we are talking about, the survival price. At least even we charge this price so that we can cover up the expenses. But here we are selling with a marginal loss, as you can see. Petrol 95 octane 373. Per liter 71 loss. Diesel 289, 329 super diesel, right? All other things. So this is the break-even price, is the market survival price, right? Survival in marketing at break-even. But if they charge below the break-even, that is something, I don't know the name of it, what you call officially, but something you charge below the survival or below the breakdown. So in that case, there's no survival, right? But still, yes, so that's for your information. But here we start from the survival. In a survival can audit cost එක cover කරගන්න විතරක් price එකක් charge කරන. ඒ කියන්නේ break even price එකක්. cost එක cover කරගත්තා profit එකක් නැත. හැබැයි loss එකක් නැහැ. So you can survive for some period. And then you try to somehow to reduce your expenses by increasing the income. So then somehow you try to find the gap, right? And then you try to earn profits. Right, in our first figure, survival in the market. Yeah, shall we write the first objective? Page number 19, survival in the market. අපි ඒක නම් දාමු break even pricing කියලා. Break even pricing. Survival in market, break even price. Break even price. දැන් මම මේකේ ඔයාලට ලොකු explanation එකක් දීලා නැහැ. හැබැයි ඔයාලට එන්න additional note එකක් මම දීලා තියෙනවා. Can you please come to that page? Marketing management additional note. Additional note. Additional note. මොකක්ද ඒකේ කියලා තියෙන්නේ? Companies pursue survival as their major objective. Can you please highlight it? That we have already discussed. If they are flushed with overcapacity, intense competition, or changing consumer wants. So again, please highlight, as long as prices cover variable costs and some fixed costs, the company stays in the business. What important is you stay. Survival is a short-run objective. In the long run, a firm must learn how to add value. Oh, you have a survival in the Haryana. You have to earn profit. Yes. Yes, can we highlight, please? As long as prices cover variable cost and some fixed cost, the company stays in the business. In our objective, we have in our marketing department, we have company right? Expenses ටික cover කරගන්න ලොකු prices වලට ගිහිල්ලා නැතුව කොහොමරි product එකත් company එකත් කොහොමරි market එකේ ඉන්න ඒ ගමන් to develop and to grow. Are we clear about the first one? Survival in the market or break even pricing. Break even pricing. But remember මෙතනිනුත් තියෙනවානේ loss making pricing උත් තියෙනවා. But the real problem is when the CPETCO is earning losses, at the same time, Lanka IOC is earning huge profits. That's the difference. Sri Lankan Airlines is making losses since 2008, right? But all other airline companies are making profits, good profits. Right. Next one. Next pricing objective, maximizing current profit. Maximizing current profit. Maximizing current profit. Maximizing current profit. දැන් ඉතින් survival එකෙන් පස්සේ කොහොමරි profit කියන තැනට ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නවා. එතනදී ඔයා බලනවා කොහොමද දැන් තියෙන profit එක. So now we have surpassed the threshold level or your break even point. Right? Then you pass income එකක් එනවා which is profits for you. And then you try to maximize your current profit. So you will think about the expenses, you will think about how you have new sales generating and somehow to increase your sales. Many companies try to set a price that will maximize current profits. So estimate the demand and the cost associated with alternative prices and choose the price that produces maximum current profit, cash flow, or rate of return on investment. This strategy assumes the firm knows its demand and cost functions. In reality, these are difficult to estimate, but somehow you try to think about the demand and the cost. Guys, can you please highlight the fact? This strategy assumes the firm knows its demand and cost functions. එනවා බලනවා demand එකයි cost එකයි මත product එකේ demand එක වැඩි වෙලාද? එහෙනම් ඊට shape එකේ price එක වැඩි කරන්න පුළුවන්ද? radical demand එක ගොඩක් අඩු වේද නේද අපි කර elasticity of demand වගේ concept උත් මෙතන use කරලා බලනවා. ආදාන දැන් gas වගේ දෙයක් demand inelastic නේද? වෙනස් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Which is essential, right? Gas fuel කොච්චර වැඩි කරත් ඒක elasticity, I think you know about the elasticity, right? So because even the prices they increase with a huge margin, people still waiting in the queues as well. Or pena kochara poli mak tiyane kochara the gas 5,000 10,000 na මිනිස්සු ඉඳී ගන්න, right? එතකොට ඒත් එක්ක ඒගොල්ලෝ බලනවා කොහොමද current profit එක වැඩි කරන්නේ කියලා. Maximizing current profit. Third one, maximizing market share. Maximizing market share. Can it please write? Third one, maximizing market share. Once done, please come to additional note. මෙන්න මෙතනදී තමයි company එකක් අඩුම price එකක් charge කරන්න බලන්න. Compared to other competitors. දැන් මොකද market share කියලා කියන්නේ මතකයි market share. Right, total market එකේ order කොච්චර percentage එකක් අයිතිද කියලා. එහෙනම් ඔයාලට අවශ්‍ය නැහැ let's say X product having a market share of 30%. එහෙනම් මේක 30 ඉඳලා 35 40 කරන්න මේක වැඩි කරන්න ඔයාලට පැහැදිලි price එක අඩු කරන්න වෙනවා. අනිත් අර වඩා price එක අඩු කරොත් ඔයාලට ලොකු market share එකක් ගන්න පුළුවන්. Right? එහෙනම් maximizing the market share means you try to charge the one of lowest price among the competitors in our කට්ටිය අනිත් ඔක්කොම ඇදලා. Right? This is what some companies doing, especially when it comes to telecommunication providers those days. එකෙනෙක් price අඩු කරා අනිත් එකෙනෙක් price අඩු කරගෙන යනවා. right? අඩුම price එක. පුළුවන් තරම් අඩුම price එක charge කරලා share එක වැඩි කරගන්න. එහෙනම් share එක වැඩි කරා කියන්නේ ඔයගේ sales උත් වැඩි වෙනවා. මොකද they believe reducing the price will earn more sales. prices වැඩි කරනවට වඩා prices අඩු කරන එක හොඳයි කියලා ඒගොල්ලෝ හිතනවා. හැබැයි product එකේ type එකක් බලන්න වෙනවා. කවදාවත් fuel, gas ඒ වගේ දේවල් වලට මේවා කරන්නේ නැහැ. with those essential goods. මේ පැත්ත other goods වල තමයි ඒ වගේ promotions කරන්නේ. පුළුවන් තරම් price එක අඩු කරලා attract කරගන්න try කරනවා. Maximizing market share. So please come to the note. Some companies want to maximize their market share. Please highlight, they believe a higher sales volume will lead to lower unit cost and a higher long run profit. Can you highlight the second sentence? They believe a higher sales volume will lead to lower unit cost. Right, it was my example and the other Texas Instruments famously practice this market penetration pricing for years. Yes, market penetration. Please highlight that word as well. Market penetration pricing. Penetration marketing. පුළුවන් තරම් ආගේ share එක වැඩි කරලා sales වැඩි කරගන්න හදනවා. මේකට example එකක් තමයි Domino's and Pizza Hut. Domino's ලා ගොඩක් ලාට Pizza Hut වල ගොඩක් price එක අඩුයි charge කරන්න try කරනවා. හැබැයි ඒක success තියෙන එක මම දන්නේ නැහැ. ගොඩක් ඔය franchise business වල ඒ කතාව යනවා. Like McDonald's, KFC ඉතින් පුළුවන් තරම් competitively prices අඩු කරලා customers ලා වැඩි කරගන්න. Burger King මේ වගේ දේවල්. So they think that having a large market share will bring more sales. right? Market penetration or marketing, maximizing the market share. Right, here comes our fourth one, market skimming method. Maximizing market skimming. Market skimming, let me explain. Skimming, guys. What do you mean by skimming? Right. Make a lesson in Sinhala. වෙළඳපොළ සාරය උරා ගැනීමේ මිල ක්‍රමය. That's a singular. Why do you think one of the lazy word English the singular? වෙළඳපොළ සාරය උරා ගැනීමේ මිල ක්‍රමය. හරි මොනවද ඒකින් කියන්නේ? මාකට් ස්කිමින් කියලා කියන්නේ අලුතෙන් ප්‍රොඩක්ට් එකක් එද්දි ලොකු ප්‍රයිස් එකක් charge කරලා ඊට පස්සේ පොඩ ප්‍රයිස් එක අඩු කරන්න. මේක ස්පෙෂලි ඉනෝවේටිව් ප්‍රොඩක්ට් එකක්. right? iPhone do this. මුලින්ම ප්‍රොඩක්ට් එක ලොකුවට ප්‍රයිස් කරනවා. හැබැයි පස්සේ drop වෙන්නේ නැහැ. නමුත් ටික ප්‍රොඩක්ට් අඩු වෙනවා. දැන් අර ලංකාවේ vehicle එකක් හැදුවේ වේගා කියලා. නේද? ඒගොල්ලෝ try කරේ මේක. හැබැයි fail වුණා. ස්කිමින් එකපාර ලොකු ප්‍රයිස් එකක් charge කරන්න හදනවා. ගන්න අය ගන්නවා. එතකොට පස්සේ gradually price එක හිමිට අඩු කරනවා. Especially with the new technology. අලුත්ම දෙයක් හඳුන්වා දෙද්දි මේ වගේ market skimming එකකට යන්න පුළුවන්. Example එකක් විදිහට space tours, right? අලුත්ම concept එකක්. ඒතර මුලින්ම ඒගොල්ලෝ target කරන්නේ right? billionaires ලව. ඒගොල්ලෝ දන්නා මේකට demand එකක් තියෙනවා පුළුවන් තරම් high package එකක්. right? එහෙනම් NIA, right? මේක purchase කරයි කියන mindset එකකින් පුළුවන් තරම් වැඩිම price එකක් charge කරනවා. හැබැයි ඒකට reason එකක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. ඒ product එකම ඒක කොහෙවත් නැති වෙන්නත් ඕනේ. මේක superior product එකක්, innovative product එකක්. මේක තමයි first time launch කරන්නේ මේ company එකෙන්. එහෙම වෙන්න අවශ්‍යයි. එහෙම නැතුව වාට market skimming යන්න බෑ. traditional product එකකට market skimming යන්න බෑ. market skimming method එක. Right. In a note, companies unveiling a new technology favor setting high prices. All technology got high prices. Market scheme. Sony is a frequent practitioner of my, especially electric, consumer electronics, mobile phones. Iklang all technology got that thing. One example is Madamatakai. That's a TVs tibba, that's a TVs tibba. Monitors තිබ්බා පිටිපස්සේ තියෙන ඒකට අපි CRT කියලානේ අර නිකන් දන්නනේ මම මේ කියන්නේ අරද ඔයගොල්ලෝ යූස් කරලත් නැතිව සමහරට මොනිටර් එකේ තියෙන පිටිපස්සේ ලොකු නිකන් කෑල්ලක් මේම right දන්නා නේද TVs වල පිටිපස්සේ ලොකු අර පොඩි කාර් ගිහිල්ලා බලන්න ඇතුලේ මිනිස්සු ඉන්නවද කියලා හරි දන්නා නේද ඒ types of TV හරි එතකොට එතන ඉඳලා මේ LCD TV නැත්නම් LCD LED වලට යද්දී එතන ලොකු change අලුත්ම ටෙක්නොලොජි එකක් flat TV prices වැඩි ඊට පස්සේ curve TV 3D right ඊට පස්සේ smart TV කරද්දී අය අලුත්ම ටෙක්නොලොජි කවුද first time smart TV introduce කරේ Sony වෙන පුළුවන් Advance වෙන පුළුවන් ලොකු price එකක් charge කරනවා ඊට පස්සේ ටෙක්නොලොජි එක අනිත් පැත්තට share වෙද්දී price එක අඩු වෙන්න පුළුවන් right ඒ නිසා new ටෙක්නොලොජි එකක් තියෙන අවශ්‍යයි Then Sony introduced the world's first high definition HD TV high definition television to the Japanese market in 1990. It was priced $43,000. Imagine I can that technology breakthrough technology breakthrough black and white TV වලින් කලර් එකට මාරු වෙද්දි ඒතර අනිත් හැමෝම ගෙවල් වල නැත්නම් යාළුවන්ගේ තියෙන black and white TV. ඒවට තියෙන color TV එකක්. හැබැයි අන්න ඒක ගන්න අරගොල්ලෝ skimming කරනවා. right? හරිද මම කියන්නේ? හරි. එහෙනම් ඒගොල්ලෝ කියන world first HD TV එක යද්දී ඒක $43,000 ලොකු ප්‍රමාණයක් නේද? 1990 මෙච්චර ගාණක් කියන්නේ මම හිතන්නේ සෑහෙන ප්‍රයිස් එක. So that Sony could skim, please highlight the Sony could skim the maximum amount of revenue from the various segments of the market. හැබැයි ඒක ගන්න පිළිසුකුත් තියෙනවා. The price dropped, still ඊට පස්සේ dropped සුනාලු CS ඊට පස්සේ කියනවා 28 in Sony HD TV just 6,000 1993 අවුරුදු 3න් බලන්න කොච්චර අඩු වෙලාද කියන එක. But a 40-inch Sony HD TV cost only $6,600 in 2010. This strategy can be fertile, however, if a worthy competitor decides to price low. When Philips, the Dutch electronics manufacturer, priced its video displays to make profit on its Japanese competitors price low. Oh, එතකොට market scheme එකල පොඩි කාලයයි. මොකද ඊළඟ competitor එන්නේ අඩු price එකට. Right? එහෙනම් මෙතන Sony ලොකු price නම් ඒ technology එක අනිත් අය capture කරගත්තට පස්සේ ඊළඟ කෙනා අපි හිතමු Samsung කියලා. මේකේ තියෙනවා Philips කියලා. ඒතකොට එයා ඊට අඩු ගානකට එන්නේ. ඒතකොට අර market skimming කරන්න වෙන්නේ නැහැ. මම ඊට පස්සේ Apple ගැන පොඩ්ඩක් කියනවා බලමු. Yes, hari. Oh, Apple created the it's clearly adopted. Customers went significantly lower the price of its phone after only 2 months. Right. When අපේ final එක something you are clear about the market skimming. මෙච්චර මතක තියාගන්න ඕනේ. ඒක new technology breakthrough එකක් වෙන්න ඕනේ අලුත්ම දෙයක්. මුලින්ම එද්දි ලොකු price එකක් charge කරන ඊට පස්සේ price එක අඩු වෙනවා. Fifth one, product quality leadership. Product quality leadership. Product quality leadership කියන්නේ product එකක් quality price එකත් affordable නේ. දැන් ගොඩක් වෙලාවට අපි ගත්තොත් Toyota, Nissan ඒ වගේ Japanese market එකේ තියෙන products බලන්න Japanese vehicles versus European vehicles, US vehicles ගත්තොත් හැමෝම කියන එකක් තමයි Japanese vehicle නේද? Maintenance, fuel consumption, affordable, good quality, right? And also price එකක් share. ඒ වගේ product quality leadership එක. ඒගොල්ලෝ quality එකේ leader වෙන්න හදනවා. අනිත් පැත්තෙන් හොඳ ඔයාලට price එකකුත් දෙන ගමන්. Can you please highlight the factors? The company might aim to be the product quality leader in the market. Many brands strive to be affordable luxuries. They හැමෝටම affordable. දැන් Samsung ආව නේද? ඊට පස්සේ mobile phones වලට හැමෝටම ගන්න පුළුවන්. Right? Affordable luxuries. ඒක no longer luxury, right? හැමෝටම මේක afford කරන්න පුළුවන් product එකක් විදියට. With a good quality. Right? The name of products even now even something like BMW, man. The Lanka luxury Latin BMW. But those are affordable luxuries which everyone can offer. Right. Other pricing objectives, non-profit and public organization may have other pricing objectives. A university aims for partial cost recovery. School knowing that it must rely on private gifts and public grants. ඒ වගේම university hospitals වගේ වලට වෙනම pricing තියෙන්න පුළුවන් just to cover the cost, guys. So could you please come to the factors to be considered when pricing? Number one, cost, competition, and demand. Right? Cost එක, competition එක, demand එක. Factors to be considered in pricing. The ලංකාව වගේ රටක් government regulations තියෙනවා. Free market නෙමෙයි. Some products. Minimum price, maximum price වගේ regulations තියෙනවා. ඒවට adhere වෙන්නත් වෙනවා. Right. ඒකේ further explanation එක දාලා තියෙනවා මම. Guys, you can read those. Cost කිව්වතා දාන්න කොච්චර cost එකක් යනවාද ඒ මත. Cost plus ආයි margin එක සමහර based on the cost 10%. Right? Demand එක ගැන කිව්වොතින් මේ ගැන මම further explain කරන්න නැහැ. Since this is an additional note. You know, right? When you have elastic demand, ගොඩක් price increase කරත් ඔයාගේ quantity demand පොඩ්ඩයි අඩු වෙන්නේ. Why? Most of the basic food items essential. හැබැයි the goods like the luxury and other, like, let's say like chocolate, those are not essential, right? So then you can see it's have elastic demand. So it's have a lot of sense to the price. Pricing පොඩ්ඩක් වැඩි වෙච්ච ගමන් ලොකු reaction එකක් වෙලා තියෙනවා. You can see, right? For $10, 150 quantity, but just to $15, it has been reduced 100 quantity, right? So you can go through, and also the guys competition, right? So when there's a high competition, you try to give a good price. Competition එකක් නැත්තම් or the price. In a what do you call those monopoly markets? They can have a price taker, price maker. The perfect competition, price taker. Demand monopoly price maker. They can strong strength competition. Competition perfect competition. Price taker, monopoly, duopoly, price maker, which is the strength they have due to the competition. Right, guys, so just read those, and with that, we have done pricing as well. Apita tawatina etokuta distribution channels, which is comes under place second. Are 4 pieces වලින් දෙකක් ඉවරයි. ඊට පස්සේ place and promotion. So we'll try our level best to complete by this next Monday. So probably then we can go to our next lesson as well. Right, guys, so thank you for joining today, and we'll see you with the next session. Thank you.